Oh, there we go. I didn't have to reset it. My setup does... Okay, I'm gonna move my chat and my, Might have to just do this going forward. Move my chat here, and then move this over here. Just so that way I can see... I'll put chat here so I can see it easier. I'll put that over here. Sorry, I'm just rearranging things. You're going to race me? You'll probably win, because I don't have enough practice in Mega Man 5. Also, I'm gonna be, like, following... Whoa, 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 whoa. Cut that out. Did that break anything? Okay. Alright. I love the opening for Mega Man 5. I think it's visually probably the best in the NES games. 6 would be nice. Like, this one, they mix both these assets, but they also use the sprites in it to kind of convey what's going on with the story, and I thought that was so cool. Like, this is amazing. So yeah. I think Capcom really killed it with this one. I see you're tackling Mega Man 5, one of my personal favorites, aside from 7. I have a soft spot for the game, this being the first NES game I ever beaten. Oh, wow. Nice. Also, Razor, how you doing? But yeah, they did such a good job with this opening. I think 6 was a little lacking compared to it. Even though you had, like, the full, like, sprites. This one was, like, they used a mix between, like, portrait, like, still images and moving sprites just to tell the story, and I thought that was awesome. My controller is... Oh, because I remember now. So, the last time we did this, I used a different controller. That's why my inputs are not working right now. I gotta fix that, so... Pretty sure someone made an HD intro for 5. If they have, I have not seen it. Everyone goes Starman. Starman's gonna get the most use in this entire game. Only because like, if I go through Crystal Man stage, this will be easy, so I go through Starman. Alright, what am I doing? Oh, I forgot to mention the... Oh, dang it. Alright, I'm playing a little too... reckless. There we go. I'm gonna land in spikes, aren't I? Okay, I'm glad I didn't. Alright, so something I was going to mention is that, that poll, that Dr. Robotnik's Ring Racers is actually winning by a lot. So that will most likely be the first game I stream. I just don't know what part of it I am going to stream. Long story short, when my brother bought the Anniversary Collection, I was unfamiliar with NES games back in 2004. Ah, okay. I was the same way with the Legend of Zelda, the Legend of Zelda Collection for GameCube. Oh my god. This game does the wonderful thing of, like, killing your charge. Your family didn't have an NES instead. Ah, so it's kind of like the collections that you would have to pick up that would have to get you introduced to it. And this is why I... Oh my god. Super long time ago, somebody thought I was arguing for the sake of arguing when they were like, oh yeah, their younger sibling was saying, oh, I'm playing retro games. And it was like NES Zelda on a GameCube controller. It's like... Well, now hold on. There's a reason why these collections exist. I also can't hit. Oh my god, I can't hit my target. Okay, cool. It's like, oh my god, I can't hit it for whatever reason. But yeah. Oh, your first exposure was... Really? Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I should not have survived that. I should have died from that. And yeah, okay. I fell off the pattern. Whatever. There we go. I mean, Rockman 40, I really don't care. I mean, sure, I haven't played this game in whenever the hell I did the Mega Man 5 video, or 4, 5, and 6 video, so that was like almost a year. Oh my god, that was almost a year. I'm really behind on this stuff. But yeah, it's been almost a year since I've really sat down and played these games, so of course you're gonna win. Because I play other games, and you probably play Mega Man religiously. Let's see. Who should I go to next? Really, I have a couple of options that are all like, I can do that. I can do it. Gravity Man's a good one. Napalm Man's another good one, and Wave Man's another good one. So, like, those are options I know for sure I could do. I can also go Gyro Man. I like Gyro Man's stage. I don't have as many issues with fighting robots with their with the Mega Buster or the Super Mega Buster in this game, I think, because I think it's actually stronger in this game. So, oh yeah, that's right. And I have the Star Arrow. Oh, was not what I was expecting. Hey, Hyper Mason, Marzen Plumber. How you doing? Never ignore the lemon shooter. I think I'll do fine. There we go. I don't need that. Would like to destroy them to, like, speed up the game a little. Oh, I love this. And now I don't have to rely on, I think now I have stuff that falls down. Well, that went... there goes all of it. Oh, shoot. Well, unless I need some for lemon meringue pie, or even lemon bars. Damn, I was trying... Okay, so there's a thing that you can do where if you fall on that, or if that falls, you can actually jump on it and pick up the letter. And I did it once, and I was so proud of it. I was so happy when I did that. I was like, oh, that's so stupid. Holy crap, it's doable. But once you collect it, you don't have to worry about it anymore. But yeah, it's so funny. Oh god, I remember this one. This jump sketches me out. Those jumps sketch me out a little. Yeah, it's getting tiring to listen to. Ah, crap. Oh yeah, no, I have the letter already, so... Now I gotta remember how to fight Gyro Man. I have a vague idea how to do it. There we go. Pretty easy. I saw your video on Mega Man 1, 2, Mega Man NES series. First 3 Mega Man classic games released for the Genesis. Never got a North American release until Genesis Mini and Switch Online. Also, the Retrobit. Retrobit did a release with they did like an official physical Genesis cart release that was like $90 or something. I would love to get my hands on one of those, but it took me way too long to get it. I don't like Gravity Man very much, but yeah, I'll do it. Might as well get Gravity Man out of the way. I find Gravity Man to be one of the problem enemies for me, just because, or one of the problem Robot Masters, just because his movement's a little more erratic. So it's not as easy for me to predict. I know he's easy for a lot of people. I'm just like, there are times where I'm just caught off. But I do love the level gimmick. It's so cool. This one you gotta hold up to slide. Like so. I'd like to see him play the sequel, whereas I personally wouldn't mind Mega Man 4 through 6 getting the 16-bit treatment. Yeah, if you haven't played Episode Red, I would highly recommend you do so. It is so well done. I would also recommend playing the Sage demo, 2022 demo, just because it also has ooh, okay. Well, that could have been a bad idea. Because it has like a little multiplayer game that I hope they keep in the full version of the game when it's inevitably eventually finished, unless it's like too big of a game. Screw it. I'm not going to bother. Well, that didn't work. Oh, right. I had to jump for that. Okay. If I don't get it, I use the rush coil anyway. So, how good is the gyro attack? Eh. It gets the job done. It's not amazing, but... It's good enough. Oops. I'm a little too quick to that. Oh wow, that only takes 4. That is good to know. Okay, hey. Ooh, that's way too many. Okay. All right. Oh, I did it again. There's a lot of things I gotta learn. I gotta relearn. Also, this is just faster. Like, the only thing I would use the gyro for is, this part. That's, like, the best use for that attack. Crap. Okay, well... There we go. Why am I making things so difficult on myself? Just mash the buttons. What's my favorite stage in Mega Man 5? Also, did I review the Mega Man games? The Mega Man review for the Game Boy games, that is still an unfinished video project on my computer. So, I will get to that very soon. I'll get to it when I'm done with the Knuckles series video. As for Mega Man 5, I'm really... Oh, that's a tough one. I like Waveman stage. I know the automated... Actually, no, I like this one. This one's awesome. I think Starman is the weakness, so I'm going to try... Yeah, I'll try the weakness once. That's how you use it. I'm an idiot. You throw the Doritos at him when he's falling up. You just notice the magnets? The one stage always left a positive impression on me is between Starman and Waveman. I like the hovercraft section at the end, especially. Yeah, I think that's such a fun section. And hey, you know what? The part where you go up the bubbles is so good that they reused it in multiple Mega Man games. Mega Man 9, and I think there's a Game Boy game that uses something... No, wait, no. They completely reuse Waveman in the Game Gear game. Yeah, you throw the Doritos at him. You don't run... You don't use the Doritos as a shield, you throw them. I'll go Waveman. You know what? You got me talking about Waveman. I want to go through Waveman. I might game over on this one just because actually that's the thing I've noticed. I've only seen like maybe one extra life or something. Just wild. This game's usually very generous with 1-ups. Oh, of course. Why does that always happen? And there's the extra 1-up I could have had. No, I want to go back. Oh, imagine I could just hop over. That'd be so stupid. I'd laugh really hard about it, but I'd be like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. This game is dumb. I also just really like the music in this one. Just really nice. Some good stuff. Good, catchy 8-bit music. Oh wait, if I remember correctly, Splash Woman uses this for, uses this exact same obstacle thing, but she also throws enemies into it. so that's where the differences lie. Alright, I'm gonna suck at this part. Especially when I have 2 lives, because I want to try and get the letters for beat. Which, every level's gonna have a letter, and you have to collect them so you can get beat, so... I'm also gonna mash like crazy, so my thumb is gonna get super tired. And I believe you cannot pause here, so I am going to hope I can get some health out of this. And it's a good thing that... Okay. This one, just hit the crown. Perfect. And that's how you take care of that. I actually completely forgot about that. Such a fun level. I hope I don't die. Please give me health, game. Oh, I gotta watch out for the Mega Man letters. E. There we go. That's good. A little more health, please. Okay, cool. I have this level beat then. No matter what I do, I will beat the level. Unless I die here. Oh, this game is just far too generous. I love it. E. Ow. Okay. That's a pattern I gotta learn. Hey, Mermaid Amy, how's it going? Just a heads up. I don't know how often ads play for non-affiliated streams, because I just don't know that. Oh my god. Okay, I think I know when to attack. That's a cheap shot. Alright, cool. I only had 2 lives, so there was no way I was going to get through that. That's a first, though. I don't think I've ever game overed in Mega Man 5. Sounds like a foreign concept to game over in Mega Man 5. There we go. Oh yeah, what I was saying is that I don't know how often affiliates will get, or how often non-affiliate streams will get ads, but just a heads up, we're going to be getting ads going forward, which is good because it means that I can support what I do here. Let's see. Oh yeah, Waveman's one of your favorites? Yeah, I like it too. I just have no idea how this game is super generous with lives. I don't know how I ended up that way. I guess I was just unlucky. Oh yeah, no, the water wave sucks. At least in my opinion. I don't think I've ever found a good place to use it. I think, what, it's stronger than Napalm Man, right? Let's see. Favorite Mega Man game is 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11. 9 and 10 has best playable characters, Proto Man, Bass. Oh, okay. I like 4, 5, and 6. 7's pretty good until you get to the final boss. 8's fine. Like, I don't hate it or anything. I think it's okay. It's really on the easy side And then 9 is pretty easy when you figure out exactly what to do. I just went in like horribly unprepared. And 10 was another easy one, but then again, I went over prepared. I had like E tanks and I had an M tank. I had everything ready to go. But even if I had like half the resources, even then the game gives you like all the opportunities to go for the resources. So you kind of just, you still have to learn things about the game. And even with the knowledge I have of those levels, it's pretty good. Like, there we go. Sorry, just a little focused on this one. Since I have the E, I don't have to worry about collecting letters anymore. Just got to worry about getting through this section. Wait, what? I guess I did have to get the E. Okay, well, I have the E now. Ooh, neat. How's Mega Man not traumatized after going through Dust and Junkman stages? They're literally robots held. I wonder if he does like the whole like has like the existential crisis or something. This is one where you gotta hope he gives you a good pattern. Jerk. Morph Moth stage is literally a robot junkyard. Yeah, also, there's one in X6 where it's literally a junkyard as well. I forgot what it is. But it's usually because those are, like, Wily's robots that are all, like, in pieces. You don't see, like, copies of Mega Man or something inside of a junkyard. If you are playing this on an emulator, if yes, what NES emulator are you using? I'm using one called Mesen, M-E-S-E-N. I use it because it's claimed to be more a very accurate NES emulator. So yeah. Did I see the beginning of the Famicom in the? Did I see the Famicom in the beginning of Junk stage? I'll have to double check my footage. Okay, I got the weakness order now. Go Napalm, Stone, and then Charge, and then go to Crystal. Only because I'm a little too familiar with these weaknesses. That's what happens when you play the NES games, then you switch to the Game Boy games. Hey, at least... Man, this game is gorgeous. Like, the visuals are just top-notch. Yeah, this one's a very controversial... This, I would assume, would be like the controversial Mega Man stage when you think about it, because Wily commits a war crime here. Also, you just hop through the little hole, and there you go. Oh, really? It is banned in Vietnam. Okay, I did not know that. I figured it would just get backlash and that's it. But yeah, that... It's the implication of napalm is more than enough to get the game banned. Ooh, that works. That does not work. Okay, cool. Okay, that was actually pretty good. I want an E-Tank. Eddie, you want to get me an E-Tank? No, I'm good on lives. Eddie, can I have an E-Tank? I know they call him Flip Top as well. It's just... I'm used to calling him Eddie because of... I think the OVA calls... they refer to him as Eddie. I can just undo that. That's going to get annoying. I had a friend of mine... when I was playing this, I was doing this for the whole time. It's like, oh, that's some riveting gameplay. He's like, nah, I'm just trying to cheese it. He drops like random items, and I want a very specific one because I don't want to... There we go. Thanks, Eddie. It's like, yeah, he drops very specific... He can drop one of many items. I just want... Oh, that is... Okay, this is a much better weapon than I expected it to be. That's such a good weapon. Oh my god, this... Okay. It's got its limits. Alright, now I know. That's such a good weapon. Call him Eddie too. Call him Eddie in the cartoons from the 90s. Okay. Game is dead showering lives at you. Oh, trust me. Like, I could have used this, like... I could have used this a couple minutes ago when I was going through Waveman stage. I got way too close. So I have to do... Okay, yeah, I do have to do this section again. I'm not too annoyed by that, though. Okay, so it's about the same strength, it's just, you know, I'm not waiting a moment to charge an attack. Good to know. Also, you can get an instant death in this, in the Mega Man Game Gear version of this level. Because one part, there's only like one section that's kind of like poorly optimized, because you can land in spikes. I'm pretty sure it's this one. Crap. That's why I wanted it. Get out of the spikes. Okay. It's this. So, in the Game Gear version of the game, you don't see as much of the game, so you could accidentally fall in and hit the side, or you could just fall into the spikes, because a lot of the design is ripped directly from the NES game. You also got to be careful of this. This game abuses the heck out of these guys. I don't remember their names. I don't treat it like a Badnik challenge, so I try not to remember everyone's name. They're not my coworkers, it's just... Oh yeah, that one doesn't have one. Okay. Do I go Napalm? Or do I go Wave? Or do I just try to wave it? I don't think I've ever had the weakness work. Okay, I don't think that's his weakness. I might be messing this up. It's literally Toadman. Oh my god, this guy is beefy as hell. Robo. I want to call him Robo Coneheads because there's a movie called The Coneheads with Dan Aykroyd. That's pretty funny. It's like he's from like an alien species, but they mostly resemble humans. The only difference is that they have a couple of features that are not human, and one of them is, aside from the Conehead, they have like different teeth, where it's kind of like in a swirl or a circular pattern. I beat him before you. it was just a matter of remembering how to fight them. Now I'm just gonna hit up weakness order, since I kind of have it all figured out. I might have a problem with Darkman 1 through 4 because I don't remember how to fight them. So one of them's probably gonna give me a problem. It doesn't explain the enemy shooting red Skittles. Well, I got a sweetness epidemic. It's got, you know, you're eating the sugary foods and it's gonna make you hyper. I don't know where I'm going with this. I don't remember if there was a solution for these ones. Go in here, grab the G unit. And that kind of does the same damage. Everyone fly. That's not going to work very well. I live streamed Mega Man 1 like a long time ago, and then I have not, or Mega Man 1 and 2 a long time ago. I have not done 3. And I live streamed 4 the last time I did a stream. I was like, you know what, I'm in the mood for Mega Man, and I just played 4. I have not done 3 because I don't like 3 very much. Or at all. But yeah, I don't like Mega Man 3. I think it's I know people like it. They refute my argument for reasons I think are very flawed. And I'll leave it at that. I thought you did do 3. No, I skipped 3. I did 1 and 2. I did 1 and 2 a long time ago, but it was before I was actually streaming on this channel and when I thought I was done streaming on Twitch. So, if anything, I might return to 1 and 2. I might try to play difficult mode for Mega Man 2, so, you know, give myself a bit of a challenge, because I think I think I might be able to do it. Not 100% sure on how confident I can be with that. But... oh, that's useful. I like that. Wait. But yeah, I never did 3. A revamped version of 3? I could look at it. God, this is beautiful. And this is what I mean by, like, Mega Man 5 is such a good-looking game. God, I just love the visuals. Oh. So, hold on. It only works... Okay. So, it's immune to everything unless I just throw everything at it. I'm using my gyro attack just because I'm bored. I don't want to, like... I don't want to do, like, pure charging the whole time, because that'll get really annoying. So I will use it as I can. Had some neat ones like magnet missiles, which turn 90 degrees up or down to hit enemies, though, too. Yeah, it's such a good... It's got some good weapons. Spark Shock is stronger than you think it is, and it's got some... Excuse me. It has some other effects that I greatly enjoy. Oh my god, really? That... One time I can go backwards. Screw it, I'm gone. Okay, let's see if I can hit this up. I haven't been able to do this successfully, so... I take it back. I'm good at this game. I think I can play video games. The key word is think. Yeah. I love the rotating sprite. What's in here? Ah, perfect. Yeah, Rush turns into a kitty ride. The Rush coil changes in this game a bit. I don't need that. Yes, this is cheesing the game. No, I don't really care. Let all the what do you call it? The ones who want to do super dumb challenges for their own gratification. Let them do that. More E. E for energy drink. Ignore the D. I don't think this kind of drink would sell if the name was... Oh! That was not what I was expecting out of that move. It breaks them and then throws them up. That's crazy. Ay, yikes. The napalm bomb. I didn't upload any videos for 6 months. Yeah, I know. This is too easy. I know. I have a video coming up this week, so, like, for sure, it's gonna be done. It's just a matter of, like, finishing it. You know, I gotta put in the rest of the video and still images I need to, because editing the Knuckles series has been really annoying for me. But once I'm done with that, you know, I kind of feel like I can get that out, and then I can go straight into the next video, which is the Game Boy video. And I have almost everything done. I need to write a little section on the fan remake. So yeah. I'm already not looking forward to how the views are going to turn out on anything I upload for the next month or so, if I do get around to uploading more than just 2 videos. Mostly because, again, I've been pretty absent. So, you know, it's going to show. It'll be noticeable that something was up over the last couple months. It's like, yeah, I practically stopped uploading because I had no motivation to work on anything. I'm not going to force a video if I'm not into it. Did I collect? Yeah, I did. I did. Okay, that's the one time I missed it. That was weird. Okay, let's see if I can... Okay, so it takes 3 gyro attacks to kill one of those. That's actually pretty cool. Man, this thing is so much cooler than I gave it credit for. I did say it was useful. I just didn't know to what extent it was going to be useful. It's like, even when I gave it props, I underestimated how good this weapon is. Most times. Most times. You gotta figure out where and when to use it. Yeah, the only problem is that whenever I have these, like, droughts in with videos, this is kind of what I do, so it negatively affects me. Why is this here? Nah, it's just to get this going. You can switch back. But yeah, I'm fairly certain once I can get back on track with making videos, they're going to start coming out a lot more often, and I hope I don't have a drought like this ever again, because this sucks. Also, because I want to do the oh, right. That is way too easy. Okay, cool. Oh shoot, it's this one. Gyros or gyros? This... This thing barely works. I can't believe I missed that. I can never tell with this thing. Whatever, I'm just gonna use the Mega Buster. This Power Stone sucks. Well, to see you stream, especially if there's a plushie in the back of Hackling Record Pro games, and don't feel buried. If anything, brain could use a break in between. I know, it's just, I have a nasty habit of, like, disappearing at specific times. It's always around November. I can never explain why, but it's always November. Because it is a thing that I've done before. How much more damage I'm doing. Ah, you... Take that. Hey, not a Marnie 31, what's up? It's gonna have my favorite Mega Man game, Mega Man 6. I mean, we're making really good time right now, so there's a good chance, but we still gotta do Proto Man and Dr. Wily stages, so, I don't know how well practiced I am with those. All I do know is that, 6 is gonna be fun. I like going through the alternate exits. Is your OCD gone due to Mario Land 1 on NSO? It's been almost a year. I'm surprised that thing is... I'm surprised it took so long for Mega Man 1 to make it to NSO. I was actually going to stream that today, but I kind of thought, you know what? I still want to do Mega Man. I might do Mario on Monday. Just because I want to test out this weapon now. Oh, that's so good. That's such a good weapon. Man, I love this weapon. The only thing I don't like about Mega Man, the one thing I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who can agree with, I'm not the only one in this. The one place where you have to use, the one place where you have to use Tomahawk Man's weakness, I really don't like that boss very much. Aside from that, Mega Man, so strong. I'm curious. How strong is this? Yeah, that'll take him out. I mean, it's literally a bomb, so... Yeah, it's good to know that I have other weapons I can choose from. What's your favorite Ice/Forest Mega Man stage? Oh, God. I don't think I have an answer for that one. Dang it. There's a lot of questions I tend to never think about. I wouldn't count this one as ice. I forgot what destroys this one easily. I don't know. Definitely ain't that. No. In fact, you deflect that one super easily. Oh, shoot. Where is the... Oh, I remember this one. Okay, I know this one super well. I keep having to go back for it every time I play. So, my plan is to not do that. Take useless rocks. God, this weapon is so bad. Actually, no. It has one purpose, and it's not even in this game. When you face Dr. Wily in the Game Gear game, you can actually use it. Freeze Man's from Mega Man 7 turns the stage of Forest, leaning towards Woodman. Woodman's such a basic answer. I'm kidding. Hey, I did it! You know what? Whatever. Game good. Game really good. All because I got the stupid thing on the first try. So now I have Beat on my team, and Beat is a monster in this game. Mega Man 5 and 6, Beat is... Oh, and also, one of the... Wait. We'll go Charge Kick. Yeah, I don't know if I would go with that level. There's a chance... I mean, yeah, it does count, kind of, sort of. But that's a very controversial answer. I'm just gonna do this. I literally have 6 of them. This is stupid. This is taking way too long. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna die here. Beat, just hit him. Okay, you're not as... There. Thanks, Beat. That G attack is pretty nutty. Yeah, the freaking... That gyro attack. Holy crap. It's so good. Like, Freeze Man's for Ice Themes too. Blizzard Man's pretty good too. Yeah. I don't know, I guess I just don't care for ice levels that much because I don't like the ice physics themselves. Any kind of slippery physic or any wind gimmick or physics, they never tend to be my favorite because what's the one thing they disrupt? They disrupt how you go through, how you normally, like, they affect your movement, the way you can maneuver through levels. That's why I've always had a problem with it. It's mostly a personal preference thing. Mega Man 6 is the final Mega Man game for the NES. Mega Man 3 was the last part of the SNES, the first part of PS1 and Saturn. In the game Mega Man 5, you're playing the fake Proto Man appears. Yeah, I know. Oh man, the visuals on this level are insane. It's such a good looking level. Ooh, okay. Yeah, this is one where I can't really get away with that. There we go. That took care of it. I'm ahead of you? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I could just... Wait. I was like, wait, I could just rush jet. No, I don't have to. shit. Oh, that's not good. Let's not die early in a level. What can destroy this? That's pathetic. That's also pathetic. That doesn't do anything. Wow, even an... I'd like to know what would destroy this, but apparently nothing does. I'm doing this to save myself. I personally don't care. Alright. Because there's different versions of those that will actually, that won't do anything. Or that'll be destroyed by, like, some very stupid, simple item. But apparently not. I'm not getting that here. Also, I did not know there was one of these behind. So, go back to the gravity hold. I might switch to the gyro attack. Would you rather be forced at gunpoint to 100% Mega Man base or make a review on the Gamecom port of Sonic Jam? Gamecom port of Sonic Jam, because I've actually beaten that game. So I already know what to do. So yeah, Gamecom Sonic Jam doesn't take very long to fight or to go through, because and if I'm just making a review on it, I don't have to 100% it, because I refuse to do that. Because there are, it does have blue spheres, but if I'm just making a review, I can just talk about why I think it's garbage, and I never have to play it. I thought that port was impossible. No, it's doable, it's just not fun in the slightest. Holy crap. Is it 2 of these? Okay, just 1. Oh boy. Let's see if I can cheese this. Yes, I can. And I'm gonna have to. Okay, the game is cheap for doing that. Same goes for GBA Sonic 1. Oh, it's doable. Just because the games are doable, is just they're not fun to play. That's like the only downside, is that the games are just not fun. You can play, they are playable, and you can beat them. They're just really bad experiences. Can I cheese it here? Perfect. What the? That's a curious one. Wow, that's such a strange item. Or, do I have to... Yeah, I don't like that one very much. I hate fighting that enemy. Okay, so this is the first of 4 Darkman levels. Oh yeah, that's right, use Beatman. I forgot all about it. I didn't turn the right way. Okay. Done. Yeah, Dark 1 is just super easy. Is it possible to beat Mario Advance 2 and 4 without touching enemies? Let's see. Advance 2 is Super Mario World. Advance 4 is Mario 3. God, I love Mario 3. You're asking me to play two of my favorite Mario games, two of my favorite platformers, with that challenge. I love those games. Those games are amazing, so... I did want to do, like, the pacifist kind of challenge for, like, other games, but I tried it with Mario 1. Not only was it super easy, but, like, it was boring. The video I got out of it was not interesting in the slightest. Which kind of sucks. I was hoping for a better video out of it, but... the lost levels would be impossible, by the way. I know I get, like, the joke request every now and then. Lost levels is impossible, because you need to, I don't know if I... Fuck! Okay. Just had to grab a few slices of buffalo chicken pizza. Ooh, nice. That was me not being prepared for that. Perfect. You can always prepare for everything, just... Oh, I have an idea for that part of the level, though. Fine, you know what? That kind of works. Go up. I just needed to do some crowd control. Really? It tanked that whole thing. Holy crap. Oh. What is... It tanked that entire wave shot. Damn it. Hey. There we go. You know what? Now that I think about it, I probably should have used... Oh, I'm gonna farm here. Alright, that's perfect. I need Star Crash energy, so I'm gonna farm here a little bit. Well, that was easy. Perfect. Yeah, I've done the Sonic ones. It's just because that was the kind of video... Those were the videos I was making at that time. Jesus, fuck. Come on. Why am I messing these... I don't like these jumps very much. How many lives am I at? Yeah, see, even someone who's out of practice like me can... There we go. Oh, you can just... Man, it goes through the Power Stone. That is wild. Okay. I know I believe it's doable to do, like, going on Rush. I've never done that before, but I feel like I might have to try it. Watch as the Rush jet go... That is way too low. God! I hate this. Alright, whatever. At this point, I should just take the game over. I'm burning through far too many resources. Let's see. Like, I need to kill whatever is going to attack me. If it moves, I kill it, especially in Metal Gear, where the later games have difficulties where you can't get detected not even once. Ah, okay. I have never really played Metal Gear. I've only heard about it, and that's as far as, like, and I've seen parts of, like, the remake. And that's as far as my knowledge goes of it. Like, I've only seen a little bit of Snake's, not Snake's Revenge, Twin Snakes. And I've played a little bit of the first Metal Gear game, but I've never really delved into it. A pacifist run in... The idea of a pacifist run in Contra is nigh impossible. That game, and I think even... Cool. God, this is so fucking dumb. Why am I dying so easily here? I might as well just go for the game over. Like, I barely hit the edge of that stupid corner and I die. Because it's not, apparently not enough footing. This is bullshit. That enemy, that item sucks. The GameCube remake that is rather decisive to many. Honest. What? Fuck this game. Jesus Christ. I tried to jump on it like a normal item. I forget it. I'm going for the game over. I'd rather just have my resources back. It's not worth it. It's so stupid. So why was I... That's so weird. I had the extra moment. Maybe if I rush jet. Yeah, that probably would have been the smarter move. Did I see your comment about Super Mario Brothers crossover? It's to be crossover based on Super Mario Brothers 1, lost levels and special, NES, GB, SNES graphics are included. Yeah, I used to play that. A collision issue. You know what? It's not a far off answer, actually. I probably would explain why I got screwed over so easily. Finally! God! Oh. Well, that doesn't work on them. That would have been nice. Oh wow, that one charges super fast. There we go. So if you have problems with them, G attack. We're gonna super arrow this. And then I will put the G hold back. June's predictions, honestly, I don't really have much for predictions. Okay, that's the weirdest shit I've seen. How far back am I going? God damn it. Why am I going this far back? This is annoying. It didn't work the first time! Why is the game so picky now about what works and what doesn't? I don't understand this game very much. Like, I feel like I should at this point. Oh, wow. At this point, I feel like I should have a great understanding of this game, but for whatever reason, it just feels like I don't. Alright. Honestly, I don't really have a lot I could say about June. Like, I guess I just haven't been keeping up with anything, so I don't know, I just want to see more from Pokemon. But I haven't really kept up with it, so I'm kind of in the dark on, like, everything. I know the Switch 2 was mentioned, but their comment was, it's not going to be brought up in that entire thing. We just want you to know, like, the Switch successor is going to be brought up, but not as, like, this is something that's going to be in it. It's just, they always talk about the next console. I don't understand that stupid spike, but we're just going to go. Alright. This came from an honors ceremony. I just want to ask for ideas for Mavericks for my Hero sequel. Not 100% sure what kind of things you would want to be you would look for in that. Like, I'm not sure, like, what exactly you're asking of me. Like, are you looking for a specific element? or a specific animal for it to be based on, because I believe that's how it was for the longest time. I feel like they will announce a returning IP. Maybe something on, like, Metroid. Oh god, that thing does not die. Okay. I don't know if this is... if it's... I think it's Mega Man 6 that has, like, a really badass level. But it's like a Wily level, and it's so cool. Alright, Darkman Part 2, because Part 1 had to take a million years. I don't know this. Oh my god. It's that jump I hate. It's the jump that I don't like. That, when he does that shit. God damn it. That's something that I do. I try to, like, quickly snap backwards and hit him, but I guess I get it on the wrong frame. Oh, stuff that could make unique Maverick designs, not just animals. Yeah, that seems kind of tough. Oh my god. Why is this thing invincible? It takes 4 Power Stones to knock that thing out. I hate this. I hate this weapon. This non-weapon. Whatever. I had an idea of having a level that is in the style of the other Zakiro games. I feel like I'm missing something because I don't know what that is. Unless it's just like, oh, it's a Mega Man X, like, not parody, but inspired game. Hey, Silly Drifloon, welcome! Yeah, I got that Twitch affiliate. I can now use my emotes again. Oh yeah, that's the thing, I never really looked at the game, that's why. That's why it just seems like a... That's why it seems very, unusual. Just because I never looked at, I think I briefly looked into it and that was it. Man, this is a Mega Man game. I'm waiting for stuff to just fly out of the ground. Wait, affiliate status can get revoked? No. I left the affiliate program because I thought I wasn't going to be streaming anymore. Look at me. Guess what I came back to do? I wasn't streaming and I didn't want to, like, have people charged every month for the Twitch affiliate. So I'm like, alright, you know what? I'm just going to tell everyone, hey, don't renew your Twitch sub, and also I'm ending my affiliate status. Just so that way, you know, I can prevent that from happening. And I don't think Twitch ever got rid of that. So... No! Fuck you, game! Of course. Plantain chips? I don't know what those are. I could have used this... See, and this is where the Power Stone would have been useful if it was a good weapon. I could just use it there. But no! It's not a good weapon at all. It's actually good in the Game Boy... Actually, is it good in the Game Boy game? I don't remember. How many lives do I have? Okay, I'm at 3. I thought like I was going to be burning through lives in this. Try it. Look how weak that is. Such a weak weapon. Oh, banana chips, but... What? It's not enough to kill. Holy crap, why? The charge kick sucks. I was making sure that if I jump, I wasn't going to get surprised by anything. Because you got to remember, this is still a Mega Man game. Anyways, did I see your comment about the cartoon when I was a kid? No, I didn't. But I should. Your comment was really far. Oh, what? When I was a kid, what cartoons did I watch? A lot of Cartoon Network stuff. Like, Alright, Power Stone. Be useful. It's a big ask, but... Well, that took way too damn long. A lot of like old Cartoon Network stuff. Courage the Cowardly Dog, Ed, Edd n Eddy. A little bit of Powerpuff Girls, like the original series, because like it had the It's funny how it's like 3 young girl protagonists, but like the monsters are very like they have like this surreal kind of like terrifying. It's crazy because it's like this juxtaposition between like young characters and they're like girly characters, but then, well, not exactly. They all have their own different traits, but they all have their own different personalities. One of them's the leader, the other one's kind of girly, and the other one's kind of a badass. But the monsters were supposed to be like terrifying. Like some of the visuals were like very surreal. Like it was so cool. Courage the Cowardly Dog is just like an acid trip. I don't know. Never been on it, so wouldn't really know. But it's what I would assume one would be like. But then there's always the conspiracy theories like, oh, it's all the show is in the perspective of Courage, which is amazing. And then Ed, Edd n Eddy is just hilarious. It's silly slapstick, and I love it. There's another one I'm trying to remember the name of. Johnny Bravo was pretty good. I used to watch Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Because they used to put that on either Cartoon Network or on Boomerang. And then I saw a couple of Nicktoons. Rugrats was one of them. Wild Thornberrys was another one. Kablam was pretty funny. It was like a lot of animation stuff, so it wasn't really a cartoon. Doug was another one. And I saw like the first few seasons of SpongeBob, like maybe the first 2 or 3, and then I stopped watching altogether. Oh, Dexter's Lab, Samurai Jack. Never saw Time Squad. Powerpuff Girls got away with showing blood. Hell yeah. See, like, it's so weird, but it's also like really freaking badass. Power Guy calls them Giga Chads. Oh yeah, those guys. Teen Titans Go and Superhero DC. Oh, it's a rather vile enemy, if I do say so myself. Oh, screw you. How do you get away from that? I can't escape that for whatever reason. There we go. The window for the hitbox in that is very weird. If Mega Man were to absorb the crystals from Mega Man 5 and the Super Adapter, I'd call them Mega Man True Blue. A movie called Mayhem in the Multiverse. Which cartoon? I didn't get into Teen Titans, especially Teen Titans Go. I thought that was like garbage. I thought it was really dumb. It was definitely going for humor that was not of my age group. So, forgive me if that is something that you enjoy, but I was not about it. I actually like this room. This is such a smart idea. I mean, yeah, it doesn't really lead to anything, but it's such a cool room. That is a powerful attack. Okay. See, this is like Mega Man 5 going above and beyond. And I'm taking the L, really? Disrespect. And now he puts all of them together. Oh, just shoot the stupid things out already. So I can't really manipulate how he does this. That's what I was trying to do. Why couldn't I get that last hit? The slowdown. Oh yeah, use beat. I forgot. I knew he had a weakness that was easy. I just could not remember. You've done well, Mega Man. I never expected you to defeat my powerful Darkman robot. Oh, it's Mr. Eyebrows. Until now, I have managed to frame Proto Man for my crimes, but now the real Proto Man has appeared and spoiled my plan. Dr. Light is a captive in my lab. Come if you dare. Ha. Hello, Mr. Eyebrows. I'm surprised they didn't give him, like, massive... It was like a Mandela effect kind of thing. The one time I was like, oh yeah, he's got massive eyebrows, and I looked like, no, he's just known for the eyebrow thing. I get Wily is old, but this is too slow. Sup, peeps of the interwebs? I'm the whiny bitch gamer here. That's all I get when I hear this. And I'm here to explainify why Mega Man 7 is the worstest game of all time. Oh, jeez. I deserve that. The SNES Super Game Console. I don't think those videos are up anymore. But I can totally understand it. But yeah, this is pretty good music. Oh my god. Wait. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I forgot. These ones don't have to be out. Right, this area got spike heavy near the end. I remember. Because I think like the next level repeats the reuses this exact same thing. And I think I knocked it for that in the review, which I don't take back what I said. It's just something I'm remembering after not playing this game for a very long period of time. Oh my god, they sponged these attacks. I forgot. Quick, useless kick. Oh god. Do I have anything for this? Yes, I do. That was far more useful than it had any right to be. I gotta remember to use that move when I can. Also, I think the one person in this chat who would understand the reference I just made is not in the chat, so that kind of makes me sad. Oh, I don't like this part. Despite the fact that I'm good at it, but I don't like that part. Is that a... Yeah, it's crushed. Are you fucking kidding me? I went for another slide. Mega Man 5 is the bestest game of all time because it is 8-bit. And I hate that thing. Even in one of the Mega Man games on Game Boy has that enemy, and I don't like him. I bet he plays Battlefield instead of Call of Duty. That's why I don't trust him. I'm not gonna do Whiny Bitch Gamer impersonations the entire stream. I promise you I won't. It's just too funny. Oh my god, this thing is... This is garbage. Some grade A garbage right there. Wait. Okay then. What the hell is his voice? I'm doing an impersonation of a friend of mine who made a video series called The Whiny Bitch Gamer. It was like a parody game review to kind of parody like the really bad angry gamers, or not really so much angry, but like the ones that would have like the colorful responses. And he did one on Mega Man 7, but it had the it had this exact music for the beginning of the video, so that's why I was doing the voice. Because I thought the videos were funny. Oh my god. Okay. I could technically farm them. I mean, they are chickens after all. Alright, what's a good... Yeah. Used to watch Totally Spies, it was okay. I never understood the appeal of that show. I think it was one of those shows where it was like, oh, what is this dribble? And I don't mean that just because all the protagonists are female. Or most of them are, and like their leader is that one dude. I don't know their names. I don't... It's just, I just didn't get it. I like this boss. That one's done really well. Oh, I forgot to mention, yeah, there's going to be a lot of flashing between now and the end of the game. I apologize for that. I liked it. Didn't need to get it. Modern anime Charlie's Angels. Yeah, I forgot about that. It was like, yeah, I forgot what they were supposed to be. Yeah, they're supposed to be like Charlie's Angels, but for kids. And it's like, I think I sat through an episode like, this is really dumb. But then again, like, when you think about it... Oh, shoot, I forgot. Codename Kids Next Door. That's another show I've seen. I guess it just felt God damn it. It felt mundane compared to everything else that was out at the time. I think that's why. I'm trying to make life easier on me on this level. British actor Mr. Bean. I'm familiar with him, just not as familiar as I should be. Bye. No Rush Marine. Bad game. I wish I could crawl a little bit further so I can not have to worry about that jump. Oh, the charge kick. Okay. It's actually really useful. You can obliterate them. Okay, so it's not super effective, but it's not the most useful thing. But it does get results. Oh, Billy and Mandy. Yeah, I remember some of the earlier episodes of that one, because after a while, I didn't have cable, so I wasn't able to watch them. But I do remember a lot of the earlier episodes were really good. I just didn't get to watch a lot. But yeah, Billy and Mandy's another funny one. Wasn't there like somebody who Grimm hated, but they wanted I believe it was a woman who wanted Billy to be like her henchman or something like that, and he was just like, you know, he's Billy, so his favorite thing was like watching paint dry, and it drove her to madness or something. I vaguely remember something like that. It's been years. Anything popping out of the... Okay, cool. The not-so-Giga Chad goes down. Oh, crap, I don't think... Alright, that was a stretch. Crap, he's back. I've got enough energy for this. Power Stone, go! Oh, wow, okay, that actually wasn't crap. Nathaniel Bandy's reaction to Smash 4? I actually don't. It's been way too long. Smash 4 was like 10 years ago. More than 10 years ago, probably. Oh, this is a cool boss. Except for when I'm stuck like this. Oh my god. I'm just gonna do this to stay alive. I'm kinda... This is a weird boss, and I cannot remember how to fight it. Alright, I think I can get it. There we go. Rewatch it, his voice will crack you up. It probably will. I feel like Rush Marine was wasted, even the games where it appeared, it wasn't... Yeah, there wasn't a lot of use for Rush Marine, because they had to design the levels so that way... to make sure that even if you didn't have Rush Marine, you could get through it, but there were times where the Rush Marine was really useful. In one of the Game Boy games, it's like the best item you could have on you. Is this the boss rush? Yeah, it is. Okay. We will fight the bosses that I can, and the ones that I can't. Well, I'll figure out what to do. A new Mario Party in development? Oh, okay. Interesting. I don't watch Game Explain. Not for any reason, I don't watch a lot of news gaming channels. I kind of just leave it at like editorials and reviews, like stuff that I would genuinely be interested in. Not too bad. Banana chips for the, especially sea salt flavor ones. Okay, anything with, if it's something that's sweet that has like sea salt on it, I would love it. Jesus. I'm just going through this. There we go. Wow, I really did not need that. Okay, cool. I think Starman is foreshadowing to, I was like, how the hell am I missing every single shot? That is so weird. Alright. Jesus Christ. Star Droids for Mega Man. The Star Droids are different, though. Like, Starman is made by Dr. Wily, or if not made by Dr. Wily, controlled by Dr. Wily. The Star Droids are from, like, different planets. Or they're from, like, outer space, so I feel like those are a lot different. New SML. Alright, Rockman40, thanks for coming by. Gravity Man, if the boss switches to normal, it will be upside down, but as for the stage, if you see the arrows upside down, it is if the boss switch to normal, will be upside down, but as for the stage, if you see the arrows up down, is normal. Okay. Oh yeah, this is another one. This blast radius is like very similar in the Game Gear games, so it's very hard to get away from. But if you can play around with it, you can take them out easily. Yoshi's Topsy-Turvy. Oh, okay. Actually, no, I've never played that. Yeah, Topsy-Turvy is one I don't play a lot of the Yoshi games. I have no idea what happened on that one, but okay. We're just gonna keep going. This is... oh, right. I think I could do this one. I gotta remember when he throws stuff. God damn it, are you kidding me? Fine. Top 5 favorite Mega Man games. Now, are we saying classic games, or can I jump into, like, the X series or something? I hate how that thing just shortens up. I think it's the throw that's, like, way too snappy. So if I can keep them on this kind of pattern, it's a little easier. Yoshi's Island will still be the best Yoshi game to me, even if I did play a bit of Woolly World recently. Recently the Yoshi Story. Oh, okay. One of those weird GBA games that had a different shaped cartridge, I believe for like an accelerometer or something. Whatever your top 5 Mega Man is, all Mega Man games included. Okay, so number 1 is Mega Man X3, the other one is Mega Man X2, Mega Man Battle Network 3, Mega Man 4, and Mega Man 6. I like, I think, actually no. It's a toss-up between 5 and 6. But Battle Network 3 is amazing. Actually, no. You know what? I'm not going to go with like 5 or 6. I'm going to go with an interesting answer. Mega Man 5 on Game Boy. That'll be my 5th one. Because I genuinely really liked that game. I think it was really well done. So if I had to give like an outside the usual answers, 5 on Game Boy is like an amazing title. It's worth playing. Capcom, like, they're... I understand Mega Man's not a very profitable franchise for Capcom, but a collection of the Mega Man World titles would be great. Which version of Mega Man X3 is better for me? PS1 or SNES? SNES. It's the one I grew up with. It's the very first Mega Man game I ever played. But I also like the PlayStation 1 version. Like, I think they're both really good. It's just nostalgia wins. Never played Game Boy Mega Man 5. It's worth playing. I mean, go to your nearest... I don't want to encourage that kind of acquisition of games, but there's no modern way of picking up the game, so yeah. I mean, there's also like a DX version of it, and it's super cool. Oh, God. Did not know that one. A little annoyed with 2's obsession with the idea. Yeah, 2 is a bit of a weird one. You know what? We're gonna fight fair. By that, you can go ahead and fight fair. I refuse. You'd be surprised at how many games you could beat the final boss's beat, because the game just does not know how to handle it. Okay. Also, if you get beat going just the right way, like this, he'll automatically tell where Wily's gonna be. So if you just keep going like that, so if he actually just leaves, then he'll give away Wily's next position, so you can like keep yourself safe. Which is the best thing ever. And weakest attack, go! You know what? You got your own swirly things, I got my own swirly things. Of course that wasn't gonna work. If that doesn't work this entire game, I was never gonna expect it to work now. Does Crystal Eye work? Oh my god, it actually could. Alright, we're gonna bank it. NBA style, we're banking it. That's funny. I'm gonna win off a bank shot. my number one fear, bubble gum. I hate bubble tape. That was my go-to as a kid. Still hate Electman's Dungeon and Battle Network 1. Makes me wonder if anyone who did play Battle Network 1 back in the day, how they got through such a gimmick. I never got through any of the other Battle Network games because I only had 3 and 5. I beat 3 because I had Battle Network 3 White, and I had Battle Network 5 Team Proto Man, but I only ever really got through 3. When I got through 5, I think I was in high school, so I didn't have the time to sit down and play it. But I have the collection now, and I would love to go through those games. He's a bubblegum man. I think, what is it, Slash Man in Mega Man 7 is pretty close, because he's got like the mud, and it's kind of like really gummy, and it freezes you. So that's about as close as you can get. Music in this game is like top notch. Hubba Bubba Max. I'm gonna check something real quick. Oh shoot, they got... Wait. Oh, okay, so there's a spring sale going on for Humble Bundle, but apparently there's also a Monster Hunter bundle with Rise, Sunbreak, and World. Okay, cool, cool. I'm not super big into Monster Hunter. I try to play them. That was Rockman. Oh, never mind. I've been looking through my through very specific. I go through my emails once in a while in case there's like an offer that kind of interests me, usually a game, but yeah. I was a bit annoyed with Beastman's gimmick where you have to guess NPCs of what animal it is representing. Yeah, that one was kind of annoying. I'd love to play Battle Network games on stream. They just take a while to go through because they're not like the longest games, but they do take... It is an investment, in a time investment, so... I don't know, maybe at some point I'll start... I know the first two aren't really looked at very fondly, especially the first one, but I might actually go through the older ones and just, like, slowly make my way through it. I'll pick a version between... Like, when I go from 3 to 6, I'll pick, like, whichever version. Like, for 3, I'll play Blue, because that's the more complete one, and then I'll have to figure out the rest on the way. When you get totally invested. Yeah, it's just... I'm never good with those kind of games. Also, my favorite moment in Mega Man Battle Network 3 was when Land threw the PET. It was like the funniest thing. It's so out of left field. It's not something I would expect, but it's so funny. So, I was gonna record stuff after the stream, but I might do it tomorrow. So what I'm gonna do is I'll take about a 5 or so minute break to fill up my water. And we'll continue with Mega Man 6. How's that sound?